I hope you're having a fantastic morning right here in Ozark, Missouri. It's 20 minutes till the top of the hour and time for your weather update. Expect this blast of Arctic air to stay with us for the rest of the week. The temperature right now is at 31 degrees with those winds out of the southwest making it feel a little bit more like 20 as you head out the door. So bundle up, stay warm, and have a great day wherever you are and whatever you do.
There are school children in Ozark who stand out from the crowd, but for all the wrong reasons. Reasons they can't change or control. They're treated like outsiders because of the things they don't have. Clean clothes that fit, a place to call home, a full stomach, a toothbrush, and mostly self-respect. They want to fit in. They want to be known for everything that's good about them, but they aren't. Their hopes of doing well in school are hindered because their education has taken a backseat to their survival. These children hope not only to be delivered from their situation, but in the meantime, to be fearless in facing it every day. Being different hurts. So does being ignored and being laughed at.
You had that money to get one of those.
Many people will live their entire lives in Ozark and never notice these children.
Look at that short sleeve shirt that he's wearing. Does he even know how cold it is outside?
His mommy must have forgot to dress him this morning.
But they'll always be there. And hopefully, so will care to learn.
Care to Learn's mission is to address the health, hunger, and hygiene needs of school-aged children. When these needs are met, students say they like school, they feel safe at school, and they know people care about them. As a result, their attendance and grades improve, starting them on the path to success in school and in life.
Well, it's easy to see a kid who's tired or hungry. Learning is just not. It's not on their list of priorities. You know, we got to feed them. They have to be nourished. They have to have food. They're just not going to function well. So, it's nice to see that they can come back to school Monday morning and have had a decent weekend and haven't been hungry all weekend.
I've had a number of students through the years that they struggle early in the beginning of the year, and very often we identify them as being at risk in one way or the other, and a lot of times we'll find out that, you know, they do have a tough situation at home, and we'll get them involved into Care to Learn, and just the difference watching over the year that makes, knowing two things. One, they're getting better nutrition, they're being better taken care of, and almost more importantly, them realizing that somebody cares and that the school is a part of that. They just buy in. They become better students. They become more hopeful. They become more positive. They're smiling when they come to school instead of putting their head down. We just see that every year.
I'd have to agree. It's just seeing the kids and seeing that they have hope. Sometimes just that is enough. I mean, meeting their basic needs is important, but giving these kids hope so that they can continue to carry that on and say, you know, as long as I'm in this community, these people care for me and I can do more than I ever thought I could.
You know, we expect students when they come in to be able to concentrate on math or science or reading and writing, and they're just trying to survive. Mm-hmm. And they may come and not know, what am I going to have for dinner tonight? They have breakfast and lunch taken care of here, but what's going to happen? And then when Friday comes, you can almost sometimes see the anxiety build because the weekend's there and is there going to be food in the house? But with Care to Learn, they know they're going to have something to eat. So we've taken away that piece of the worry for them.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing.
And to see their faces when they get something and how happy they are and how gracious they are, just to have something that they can call their own, you know, I'm like him now, or I'm like her now, or it's just really, it's a blessing for us, I think, to see as teachers, to see these kids who had nothing that now have something.
Ozark is known as a community filled with compassion and generosity. Nowhere is this more evident than at the Care to Learn Distribution Center at Ozark Upper Elementary School. Basics such as food, clothing, and hygiene supplies are collected and distributed to children in need throughout the community. Through the help of numerous volunteers, these basics are regularly sorted and organized, and every week Ozark High School's JROTC students donate their time to the distribution center, doing their part to fulfill two goals of the JROTC program: to give back to the community and develop leadership skills.
I enjoy working with the Ozark JROTC Care to Learn team because it helps the community and helps children in need that are hungry and need clothing and hygiene products.
Well, the reason I like working with Care to Learn is I like getting the sense of compassion and sympathy for my fellow man, and I like to help out people that are a little less fortunate than myself. I like coming here and knowing that I'm doing something that actually matters, and that I can see the effect that it has. I can see that other people are getting a positive effect out of my coming here and helping out.
Guys, we fed a lot of hungry kids today. All right, let's go.
For many kids, Care to Learn has been the turning point in their lives.
It was probably my second year with being employed at the district that I really became involved in Care to Learn. And I'm the sponsor of FCCLA at the junior high, which is a student vocational organization where we focus on service projects. So in our fall membership drive, I was telling the students that we were going to be doing several fundraisers for Care to Learn. So for the students within our own school, we were going to be raising money and participating in several events so that we could ensure more of our backpack kids. And I had one student in particular, 7th grader, sweetest girl you'd ever meet. She attended every meeting. She attended every service project. She worked harder than anybody else I ever had. She was always smiling, so joyful. And at the end of the year, I was asking them what their favorite parts about FCCLA were, and she explained to me that it was our fundraisers for Care to Learn. When I asked her why Care to Learn was so important, she explained that she was a backpack kid herself. And she said that she knew how good it felt to start receiving the supplies, the food and the hygiene products that she needed, and what a difference it made in her life and in her family's life. And so she was going to do everything she could to help make sure that other kids in the school also had that. And I just thought, what an incredible statement that she was making. She wasn't looking for a handout. She just needed a help. And then she was willing to do that for other people. And looking back, I just think that's the perfect example of paying it forward. So if we're doing that for these kids, and then it's a chain reaction.
One of my favorite Care to Learn kids stories would be a kid that was in my comm arts class, and 12-year-old boy, and he writes to me in his journal about not having food, about not having clean clothes. Sorry. He was a smelly guy, and he just would open up to me in his journals, and I said we were able to give him just some deodorant and some, body wash and soap and shampoo and conditioner, and I noticed he started coming to school smelling really good, and then I don't know if he got cologne or was sharing with somebody, but to see just how happy he was to not be that stinky guy anymore, and how grateful, and he still to this day will write to me and tell me, thank you for this, or help me with this, and to feel him reach out to me as a teacher, it melts my heart.
I know, I think that's key for us, is be able to, when these kids come to us, we have something we can do now. We have a resource.
Yeah.
We don't have to say, just write in the journal, I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
But we can help meet that need, give them what they need.
We had two brothers that are in the Care to Learn program, and one of them came in on a Tuesday, and he sat down and he had tears in his eyes, and he said, Nurse Debbie, we have 1 pack of hamburger in the refrigerator, and Mom doesn't get paid till Friday. And so we packed an emergency pack for him and got him through the week. But I'm so thankful that we had resources to help them to get till Friday. That just is not anything that I understand. I've never lived in need. I've never had 1 pack of hamburger to get through the week.
Thanks to Care to Learn, barriers are being broken right here in Ozark. Students like me who are on the outside looking in are finally being accepted for who we are, for everything good that we have to offer. But for every one of us who has been touched by Care to Learn, someone else is still in need. This is why we ask for your support.
Care to Learn has really opened my eyes to see that there are so many needs out there, and the effect that I can have on a kid and how I can touch their lives instead of just being there sitting in the library giving them a book. I feel like I'm giving them hope.
Just because of the magnitude of reaching so many kids, it feels good to be able to help.
Care to Learn means the world to me. Being a new mother of a 1-year-old, I can't imagine what it would be like to not be able to provide for her. Care to Learn is the way to take care of our kiddos within our families and within our communities.
Without your help, poor health, hunger, and improper hygiene will continue to be a way of life. The young people of Ozark are its greatest asset and its greatest resource. I hope that you'll do everything you can to make sure that kids like me will stand out from the crowd for all the right reasons. Continue to support Care to Learn.